What's going on, guys? Welcome to your Labor Day $1,200 second stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Today, hopefully you have a wonderful day, you have an incredible Labor Day, and you stay safe. Now, I'm going to make this second stimulus check update and stimulus package update fairly short so that you can get on with your day and hopefully have a wonderful time. Now, the Senate will be back to work tomorrow. They are expected to start working on their continuing resolution. Now, this is for the government funding until the end of December. That is what they're going to work on. And hopefully, they will be revealing their new skinny bill. That's the hope, and that was also the same wording from Steven Mnuchin yesterday. That's exactly what he said. Now, getting the continuing resolution done prior to the stimulus package being negotiated is fairly important. And I say this because without a continuing resolution, there will be a government shutdown as of October 1st. So it is very important that they get the continuing resolution done, agreed upon, and passed so that the House and the Senate can start working and negotiating the next stimulus package, which hopefully, if all goes well, the Senate, based on what I've read, tomorrow or the next day, they will have their skinny bill revealed and it hopefully gets passed by the Senate, and also hopefully they have their continuing resolution done, and so once the House comes back on September 14th, they will have two bills that they can look over and hopefully vote on. Because I can tell you right now, the last thing we need during a pandemic and an economic crisis is a government shutdown. Now, Steven Mnuchin said yesterday, both him and Nancy Pelosi have agreed to pass a continuing resolution, and Steven Mnuchin has spoken with Mitch McConnell, Kevin McCarthy, and President Trump, and they all are prepared to move forward with a resolution that will fund the government through December. Now, again, hopefully that happens this week. If it doesn't happen this week, it will slow down stimulus negotiations. I can guarantee that. Now, after addressing the continuing resolution, Steve Mnuchin spoke about his hopes for the next stimulus package. As of right now, multiple media outlets are reporting the same information, which is tomorrow, hopefully, we will see this skinny bill, and hopefully what's in this, there will hopefully be a clause that says President Trump is allowed to use the funds allocated to certain things from the CARES Act. He can take that money and use it for a stimulus check. That's what many media outlets are reporting. However, what you need to understand is these are just reports until we see it in a bill, which will hopefully be sometime tomorrow. Once we see it, again, I will come back here and I'll fill you in with another stimulus check update so that you know if it's true, if it's happening, or if we have to wait a little bit longer. Again, I want you to remember this. The Senate comes back to work tomorrow. The House is still on recess for one more week. They don't come back until September 14th. I want you to understand that because this could be a very crucial week. The Senate could hopefully get some work done and move forward with this stimulus package without hearing all this stuff, all reports, bunch of talk from the House themselves. Now, based on what Steve Mnuchin said yesterday, he said we should expect a skinny bill that includes school funding. And I'm going to throw in some numbers here, but school funding is what he said. He said this bill is going to prioritize kids, getting people back to work, and small businesses. Those are the three things he said this bill is going to focus on. Now, he said what will be in this bill will be school funding. Many media outlets are stating that $105 billion, which was in the HEALS Act, that is no longer a viable number. The number has gone up. It needs to go up. Many media outlets are reporting roughly a $200 billion fund just for school funding. PPP funding, which is to help small businesses. This bill is probably going to address who will qualify for PPP funding, because in the last round, many big businesses that did not need it, should not have qualified for PPP funding, received millions and millions of dollars, which ended up leaving some businesses out. Some businesses did not get the amount of funding that they really needed. So we'll see what happens there. And the federal enhanced unemployment. This is supposed to be about $300 per week. However, it could come down. We will have to wait and see. But what we know right now is they're trying to get the enhanced unemployment extension extended through the end of the year. So again, we'll see what happens there. Now, again, there might be a clause in the skinny bill that allows President Trump to use other funding, the $300 billion that he mentioned the other day, that might allow him to spend that money as he sees fit. So again, we'll see what happens there. As of right now, again, they are just reports. But as soon as I know more, I will let you know. What Steven Mnuchin did say is that the skinny bill will focus on kids, jobs, and small businesses. As of right now, he says the skinny bill will not address COVID-19 issues. If we need to do more in 30 days, we'll continue to do more. But let's not hold up the American workers and American businesses. That's an exact quote from Steven Mnuchin. Now, this is good news that he wants to address a problem, which is Americans need stability, which means they need more money. This is the reason why many Americans do not feel like they have any stability, because they don't have money. They're not sure when their next paycheck is coming in or where it's actually coming from. So again, that is good news. However, this skinny bill is still not addressing the real problems facing Americans and America in whole, and that is the virus itself. Now, this is where testing, tracing, funding for vaccines, PPE, and things like that, liability protections. This is where those things really come in, right? So this is what is needed to be done. There needs to be funding for testing and tracing. If there's not, there will be no funds, there will be no testing and tracing, which means the virus will just start spreading like it used to. Now, after reading through this email, or after reading through this interview, I received an email from a friend of mine. And I want to kind of explain what was in this. I'm not going to show you the picture because it was okay, but I don't want to put that out there. Anyway, I want to explain what was in it. First off, it was a picture of a boat that was sinking. It was taking on water. It's about to sink. This boat had Republicans on the inside with little cups, scooping the water out, tossing it back in the ocean. Well, on the outside, you had Nancy Pelosi with a big patch. It's probably like 5 times the size of the hole. And Nancy Pelosi was on the outside holding the patch the entire time, waiting to use the patch because she didn't want the people on board, or all the people on board, to be saved. She wanted some, but not others. So I thought this was very interesting because it was very fitting to the current situation that we are now in. It's not funny, because this is true. It's real life. This is what's happening, and that's the problem. I thought it was very fitting. Wasn't really funny, but I wanted to kind of bring it up because it is true. Now, let me know what your thoughts on that. Now, yesterday, Steven Mnuchin did shed some light on what is holding up the stimulus negotiations. Currently, he said there's certain policy issues. We know that. Democrats want some money to go to cannabis industries. Republicans don't. Republicans want to keep the bill, the whole budget under $1 trillion. Democrats want it over $2 trillion. So there's a big difference. And then he went on to state that, but the main difference is the top line number. And that's always been the issue, and that's going to be more of an issue as we go towards the election day. So just want you to be aware of that. But as of right now, the $1,200 stimulus check remains one of the hottest topics among Americans. I was reading a study just the other day, and this study says that 1 in every 3 families don't know how they will pay for anything outside of rent if a second stimulus check is not issued. That's really sad. It's extremely sad because that is how many Americans feel. That is the fear going into the next few months, is where are we going to get food? Where are we going to get money to buy food? How can we keep our lights on, our electricity, our water? How can we pay for the necessities, medicine? How can we do that? If we don't have a job, if there's no unemployment extension, if we can't rely on what is actually out there for us, what can we do? Now, it's very sad that this is what Americans are facing right now. So here's what I want you to do. If you can just reach out to one person, whether it's a family member, a friend, a colleague, an ex-colleague, reach out to that person and just see, hey, how are things going? Make sure that they're not depressed. Make sure that they have everything that they need. And if you can provide that for them, do it. Okay? If you can provide them a meal, it might cost you an extra $10, but if you can afford that, do it. Because I guarantee you, if every single person that had a little bit of excess money, excess food, that was not scraping the bottom of the barrel every single day, if every single person that was doing very well right now reached out to just one person a day just to see, hey, can I help you out? What do you need? You just want to take a shower? Yeah, come on over. Oh, you just need some food? Yeah, sure. Here's some money, or here's some food. Let me make you something. If every single person did that, America would be much better. So last thing I want to ask you guys, if there's anything that I can do, please let me know. If there's a question that you have, whether it's on stimulus checks, stimulus payments, stimulus in general, or small business, how to make money online, that is what I do. That is my expertise. So if you have questions on that, please just ask your questions down in the comment section below. If I don't get it, all you have to do is go to facebook.com/homemade entrepreneur and send me a direct message there. I'm always checking it. I'm always seeing what can I help people with. I am a little bit behind because I get thousands of messages every single week, but eventually I will catch up and I will read your message. So again, thanks for watching today's second stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Hopefully you have a wonderful Labor Day and an incredible rest of the week. Again, thanks for watching. Do me a favor, go ahead, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.